Hey YouTube, Josh here. I am going up to Knoll Lake, Arizona. I'm going to do some fishing. I've got my Tamarack angler kayak and I'm going to go paddle around the lake. Mustangs. It's a huge distraction. Turning and pacing, going up the rim. It'll be dark by the time I get there. I spent too long packing and deciding if I was going to go tonight or tomorrow. We'll see when we get there what the state of the road is. Hopefully it's not too rough. It's been closed up until this week for the winter, so it could be really muddy or it could be rutted. I don't know. On the way up the mountain I saw some lightning, so I thought that maybe there would be rain. There's not rain. There's snow. Yep. So hopefully it doesn't get too hard before I finish cooking dinner. Lovely. Hello. So it snowed last night. It covered my kayak. So I'll have to lay that out in the sun before I go fishing later. So that's fun. In the middle of the night, I woke up to the sound of brushing on the side of the tent, and it kind of scared me because I thought it was maybe an animal or a person. There's a couple other campers out here, some that showed up late last night, but what it ended up being was snow accumulation sliding down the side of the tent. Scared the crap out of me. But then I realized what it was and I just went back to sleep. So I've got everything packed up except for the tent because it is still wet. I'm going to leave it up and hopefully it'll dry some more. I have my kayak shoved in the back window. Off to the lake. Here we are. Kayak in the water. Took a while to set up my fishing poles and whatnot, but I am finally here. I've only seen one other person. We'll see how well this fishing pole holder will hold the GoPro. Here we go. Looks like somebody's built a survival shelter up there. There's a fire ring or two. I was thinking about camping in this spot, but I got here after dark and that would have been a big thing to paddle all my gear over here. There's also a sign that says no camping, but I'm not sure if that's just at the boat launch or all the way around the lake. Don't know. So The wind died down a little bit, but it could be just because I'm behind a rock. We'll see what happens when I come out of this little bay. Not too bad. Now there is the island. The wind is pushing me back. I gotta paddle. So I'm gonna paddle up into one of these feeder creeks and then do some fishing. And we'll see if I get anything. Rainbow trout. I saw some minnows swimming under the boat, so it looks like here's a good place to fish. Because where the little fish are, that's where the big fish want to eat. I have my spool with a pool noodle on it, so if I need to drop the anchor, I can come back and find it later. Okay, looks like the anchor is holding, so let's fish. I've got some power bait green. I really have no idea what the difference is. I really don't know much about fishing, just what I've read online preparing for this trip. I do remember how to cast. I learned when I was a kid. Don't remember like anything else. Now we wait. The seat on this kayak isn't set up for long journeys. So I needed to get up and rest my butt cheeks from their labor. So back in the boat, gonna go around the other side of the island and see where we go from there. Looks like there could be another storm rolling in, so perhaps I should make my way back to the boat ramp. Going with the wind is a lot easier. I don't even have to paddle. I haven't caught any fish yet, and I'm not sure if it's just that the fish aren't hungry, or perhaps I'm just not good at fishing. Perhaps I'll fish while I'm drifting instead of paddling all the way back. Oh, well, that was great. I forgot the pole was right there. Okay, what did you do? There we go, untangled. I'm actually going to put this pole on the other side. Can you tell that I'm not very experienced? Let's get some more green goop and put it on there. Before that, let's paddle backwards so I don't run into the rocks. putting on some green goop. There we go. Cover the whole hook in goop. And let's toss it in. Good enough. And now we just drift. Let the wind take us back. We'll see how this video turns out. It's possible that you won't be able to hear me at all. We're sailing now.
I'm sailing!
Don't even have to paddle, I just have to steer. I'm sailing! Ahoy! Well, here I am back at the boat ramp. I guess, if you can call it that. It's definitely a ramp, but it doesn't go all the way down to the water. Anyway, had a bunch of fun, didn't catch a single fish, but that's okay. I don't see anyone else catching fish either. It's my cart, goes in the scupper holes. I welded this together myself out of scrap, so I didn't have to pay anything for it. Here we go. Back up to the car. So, got the boat back in the car. Gonna make some lunch and then probably head out. So when packing for this trip, I made a fatal error. I brought my kayak, I brought all my fishing gear. I forgot the paddle. I decided to turn around and go to Walmart in Payson. The paddle that came with the Tamarack really sucks, so probably should have bought a paddle in the beginning anyway. So good, now I have one. Oh, and it's got a little fishy. $29, which is cheaper than I was expecting. Pretty decent price. Well, I'm all packed up, about ready to head out. Please like and subscribe, comment if you have any ideas for other videos I should do, or whatever. Hello. I was just on my way home and I found this cabin. This is the General Springs cabin. It was built in 1914 to 1915. It used to be a fire guard station. It's named after the spring out here in the meadow. Apparently this cabin was refurbished by the Forest Service and now it is a historical landmark. But you can go inside. Here is one room. Here is the second room. Yep, it's got the original walls. All the hardware is original. It looks like the roof was replaced by the Forest Service. And probably the windows were also replaced. They ain't dirty. That's pretty neat. Okay, back on the road. Let me tell you, if you ever want to do a scenic drive, Arizona, Forest Road 300. is worth the drive. Goes right along the edge of the Mogollon Rim, follows the trail that the US Army took during the war with the Apache Indians. Anyway, check it out. It's very pretty.